Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our Wednesday Live with your host, Jason Lowe. And we're going to recap the Italy Pro, and we're primarily going to talk about the Europa Pro, which is, for anyone who's confused, which is including me,
Germany.
Germany. So
Yeah.
Europa is they're kind of like the Cheru of the 2020s at this point.
Yeah, I kept calling it the Germany Pro, and
Yeah.
then I heard it was the Europa Pro. I was like, oh,
Yep. Didn't even know it was the Europa Pro till I saw the actual post
yeah, it should
from
be good. It's almost
yeah,
going to be a repeat of Italy plus a few new people and a couple people that aren't coming.
exactly.
Like
Yeah.
Sergio's not going to be there.
Yeah, that's an interesting decision on his part to not
But
do
then you got
that.
like Roman Fritz coming in.
And he's an Olympian, so he could be maybe in the
He could be up there. Yeah,
conversation.
I don't think
Yeah.
he's going to be top 3, but I think he'll be up there.
Yeah. Let's see. I know Dan posted it. So this
It's such a
is,
huge list. It's crazy this late in the year we're getting these lists like this.
dude, I've been saying this for like a month now to you, is like people are going
Yeah.
to regret not competing
That is
and they're going to
what is it,
jump in at the
30
end of the year.
freaking guys in the show?
Literally 30 exactly.
Really?
Yeah.
I was just throwing out a random number.
Oh no, I counted it earlier.
Oh. Yeah, that's crazy.
So many German guys as well.
Yeah, is there anyone? There's no one from the States, is there?
No,
You
I
got
don't think
Morgan
so.
from Canada, but
Right, Morgan. That was cool to see him jump in. I thought he was
yeah,
shutting it down for the year.
yeah, but I don't think there's anybody from the US.
No, no, no new names. I think that are going to shake up the top 6 besides Roman.
Yeah, possibly Roman. Although he did a 4-week prep for this.
Oof.
But
He's always lean.
yeah, he's
Exactly.
always peeled to the bone. So it's like he's one of the few people that could get away with that.
Let's take a look at Roman real quick. And then I want to look at that Adolf guy because I remember him. He did pretty good. He had a
Yeah.
nice structure. Yeah, 2 weeks out. Oh, and we already got some chats. What are the people saying?
Yeah, it was crazy.
Did-
Like for being in prep for like 3 weeks there.
Well, oh,
Oh,
immediately.
I knew we were gonna get those comments. I know.
Yeah. The world is a little
The
weird right
world
now.
is insane right now. It's yeah.
But what's really insane
I
is
told you
Roman's
before we
conditioning.
started this, I don't like getting into politics, but like I don't care whether you agree with the guy or not. Like that's just insane thing to do. Like
Yeah, it's
nothing
never
like
the
that
right
should happen
answer.
to anybody, whether you hate the person, disagree with the person or not. It's just that somebody speaking their opinion and you don't have to agree with it.
Yeah, I agree.
But
Yeah, Todd,
anyways.
hopefully you're on the same page as us. People deserve to voice their opinions and
Yeah.
not be
I mostly just feel bad for his wife and kids at this point.
yeah, 2 kids, 2
Yeah,
young
dude,
kids.
I didn't realize he was that young either. He's only
Yeah,
30. He was only 31.
he's my age. I'm 31.
Crazy. Yeah,
Poor guy. Yeah.
that's my wife's age. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, you dirty dog. But Roman, what do you think? First call out?
I think it's possible. I think one of his issues, which he's worked on, and he's changed his posing so many different times. He just needs to find what works best because he keeps changing it. Like I don't know what he's doing with his leg right there.
Oh, the kickback leg?
Yeah, like I don't know why it's kicked back so far. I don't know why he's not like twisting it in a little bit to actually contract the hamstring and glute.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he can make his physique look better because you don't realize how big he is until
Right.
he's standing next to somebody else or so.
Yeah, he compares well, surprisingly, because he looks small.
Yeah, he doesn't look.
Smaller.
Yeah, he doesn't look like a massive guy until you see him next to other people.
Yep. I 100% agree.
But I definitely think he could shake up the top 6, yeah. I
Mhm.
don't think he's
It
gonna shake up the top 3 or 4.
No, no, I think that's pretty solidified.
Although,
Um,
who would you have in that 4th spot now that Sergio's not gonna be there? Would you
mhm,
have, who who
I'll
else was
pull up
in there? You got,
Tim was on the list. I don't know if Tim will make it.
Lu
Quentin, Lewis
Lewis
Breed.
Breed, yeah, he could move into that spot. He was what, 5th or 6th?
Yep. The Matthias Holloweg.
Yeah,
He
he
was
surprised
really
me. He looked
nice.
really
Yeah,
good.
great lines.
Yeah.
And then Theo.
Theo was what, 7th or so?
Yeah, him and Amir pretty much side by side.
Yeah.
Essentially, you have the whole first call out made unless someone sneaks in there. Um, Mona Sur, I think he was a one and done. He won that Egypt Pro, and then he's
Yeah.
just not competitive anymore.
I
He's
think
not
he's
big
just a little
enough.
small still compared to it wasn't I'm trying to picture him, but I'm pretty sure he just doesn't quite have the size yet to compare with these guys.
Yeah,
I
no,
could be
completely.
wrong. I could be picturing somebody else, but I think that's yeah, like he looks good. I just don't know if he has the size to compare with some of these guys yet.
Yeah, I don't see any show pictures, so that probably tells you something.
I mean, that's a good physique, but that's
It's
some
him next to
Samson.
Samson. Yeah.
That's what year is this? That's not recent Samson, is it?
No, no. This is I don't know, maybe like the British Grand Prix back in the day?
Yeah, so I mean, he has a very good looking physique. I just don't know if he has the size to compete with these guys.
Yeah. But he's an Olympian. You can never take that away.
Yeah. What about that Adolf guy you were talking about?
Yeah, he's I thought he looked interesting search. Relax
Yeah,
everybody.
right.
um I liked him, yeah, at Dubai. He looked solid.
Yeah, it's a
I
good
don't even know if
physique.
this is the Adolf I remember, but this is also impressive.
Does he have anything recent?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Where's the stage shots? There's the Flex Pro.
Are those
This is from yesterday.
16 hours? Yeah.
Oof. Yeah,
Well,
look at that.
it's not bad. Striated chest,
Kind of
tight
like a
waist,
smaller
shoulders look
Joe.
good.
Just in the middle of a podcast, like not even pumped up.
Yeah,
Love that. Oh, here we go. Here's some real good shots.
yeah. Legs look a little thinner from the front,
Mm,
but
yep. Yep. I
he
agree.
could be another one of those guys that you really don't know till you see him next to somebody else. He's in shape though.
Yeah, just
I don't
thin.
know what's up with the back. I don't know if I like
That's
the
crazy. That
insertions there or what's going on. Yeah.
it just stops.
Yeah. Side leg's really good.
Hmm. Really good drop.
Yeah.
Wow. Could be in the mix.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if he'll stir up the top 6, but
No,
he,
no,
he
no.
could be in the top 10 for sure.
What about Morgan? He's getting bigger every year.
Yeah, but I know his plan. He told me he was just gonna come in as peeled to the bone as possible. He wasn't gonna try and bring the size he brought to Tampa.
Okay.
He was like, I just want to bring in the nastiest condition I can bring. Because I think he was in the 290s at Tampa.
Mm, yeah. Big.
But he wasn't as crisp as he could have been. So I think, you know, he's a big dude. If he comes in and really brings the conditioning, I don't know. I This is a tough show no matter what for someone to break into that top
Yeah.
few spots.
Very solidified top six. Todd was asking, I don't know if you know, did Sergio switch coaches?
I don't know. I his posts are so hard to predict what he's actually thinking
Oh
because
no.
he I couldn't tell if he was taking responsibility for himself or if he was blaming boss for missing the peak. It was I think it was before that. Um go to the post. Um it might have been the one you were just on or the one, because there was one where I think it's the one before this maybe.
Carrying the weight of legends. Bodybuilding is about to, yeah, this sounds like a
Yeah.
blame game.
Yeah.
Timing.
And then he's like, I should have, but to have worked the hardest I ever have and then drop the ball 4 hours before the stage, you know, he's like, it's on me as a pro to know my body. I've been doing this long enough.
Mm,
Like, it seems like boss told him to carb up more, and he's saying I should have known my body and said no to that.
really? Not trusting your coach is the first sign of a prep not going well.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe, it could have just been an initial reaction post show where he was upset with everything, and you
Very
know,
common. Yep.
who knows? So I don't know if he actually ended up leaving boss, but he is known for kind of jumping around too.
Yeah, that's why he hasn't nailed it yet, you know? It's unfortunate.
No, I think if he would have, and I could say this probably about myself too. I haven't jumped around. I've only ever had two coaches,
Yeah.
but I could say this about myself in the regards that I think if he would have just stuck with Aceto like he was from the start, back when he won his pro debut at New York, and just kept refining what they were doing, he probably would have been on the Olympia stage multiple times by now.
Mm, I agree.
But I could say that about myself too. Like me and Aceto were nailing it. We went to the Olympia twice, and then I just wanted to try something different, and things didn't go as well.
Yep.
So
Mm.
lesson learned.
Well, perfect. Perfectly said. Lesson learned. Not very many pros go from classic to 212 to open, back to 212, and then now they're like, all
Well,
right,
that was the dumb decision going back
uh,
to 212. 'Cause if you look at
yeah,
my, I mean, I don't want to make this podcast about me. We're talking about Italy and
this
Germany,
is your show, brother.
but like my check-in pictures from like yesterday, you know, I'm in the mid 230s now, and I'm still holding pretty decent condition. So,
You're right. And
you know,
you're not really planning on doing anything till the spring.
yeah, I it crossed my mind to jump into the Mexico Pro show like a week.
Right. That's an interesting show. Yeah.
It's a week after the Olympia, and I'm like, it's 5.5 weeks. I could really start peeling it back down.
Mm, I don't know. Don't you think you need like? I mean, I know nothing, obviously, but
No,
don't you
you can
think you
say
need
whatever
some
you want to
time?
say.
I would think you'd want to have some more time to build up those improvement areas, have a
Well,
full off season, and come back
yeah,
and
and
it's open.
that's my thing. It's like part of me was like, if I jumped into Mexico, I know I could bring my best package this year. I would be much improved from Tampa and Texas. And so
Mhm.
to kind of finish the year on a high note, you know. But then my other thought process was, or I could take the time, be patient, and really come in and shock it with some like shocking improvements next time I get on stage if I'm just patient, you know?
Right.
So like it that's my biggest fault is not being patient and
Mhm.
just wanting to like jump back on stage and you know.
Right. And peaking perfectly for a third show, that would be kind of like really last minute. I mean, mentally, pharmacologically. I mean, like,
That's
I
another thing. Just like if I don't do that show, I can go ahead and be cleaning out
yeah,
and then be ready to start a push or a prep earlier next year. rather than keep pushing for another 5.5 weeks and then clean out. And then, I need to be, get blood work and all that stuff and be off for a couple months before I can start pushing again. And then it's just going to delay everything for next year and, you know, end up doing what everyone did this year and have stacked shows at the end of the year again.
Exactly. Yep. Yeah. I almost wish, I know the indie pro's gone. Dan,
That
um,
was just such a good show too.
yeah, Bowers is off running his trucking company now, which is, I'm happy for him. But they do have a indie super show now, and I'm really hoping that they add open to that, because it'd be nice
Yeah.
to bring men's open back to Indianapolis, or to Indiana.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. That was a good show. I did it just the one year with, I did it. It was like 3 weeks after the Arnold, and I did the Arnold and Classic, and then I just jumped into that as 212 just for fun. I wasn't really switching to 212 yet. I just jumped in just to
Mhm.
have fun. And I got top 10, and but I wasn't really like, we literally just ate into the show.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that was fun. It was a fun show though.
yeah. It's great lighting always. Pretty
Yeah.
solid lineup a couple of the years.
Yeah. I mean, Luke Sando did it that year.
Mm, yeah.
So, yep. What, what'd you, think about Earth's winning Italy?
Yeah, was not mad about it at all. I thought I was very surprised at how good he looked, at prejudging. I wasn't expecting him to look that good. So, him waiting to show off was absolutely the right strategy. Kudos to him and his team, and I know he's working with Marcus Rule a little bit on the side. Um, Absolutely phenomenal decision to wait to take off that hoodie and really show everyone exactly
Yeah.
what they were working on.
Yeah. I will say I was impressed by the size that he brought.
Yeah.
Like, coming without, like, I think Boss said that it was around 12 weeks out they decided that they were going to do this instead of Classic because he just kept getting sharper and sharper and wasn't losing any weight.
Wow.
So, like, for only knowing you're going to do an open show for 12 weeks and then jumping into it to bring that kind of size improvements is pretty impressive. I will say
Yeah.
his conditioning was not on the same level as it was when he was a Classic.
No.
Uh,
Especially from the
the
back.
the separation, the detail, just he was still super conditioned. Like, his glutes, his legs, everything were like peeled, but you could tell they really brought him blasting full, to have that size to compare with everyone. So he lost a little bit of the separation and detail, but it worked. That's what they
Mm.
wanted to see from him.
Yeah.
But I will I will personally say I still had Quint winning.
Yeah. I honestly
And
did
they
all the way up till finals. I thought
just
Urs was
the back and I'll say this, I
yep.
understand Earth's winning because the back shots are also Quint's weaker area. So even though that Earth was very weak in the back shots, nobody else up there was that powerful in the back shots
Mm.
besides Lewis Breed, but he was all the way down in sixth.
Very true. Yeah. Yeah, his shape hurt him in
Yeah.
this lineup, especially.
Yeah. But he was so muscular, so peeled, it was nuts. But uh yeah, just the back shots really throw me off. Like, if Urs can bring his back up, he's gonna be nasty. And he hasn't had an off season for open bodybuilding yet. So,
Yeah.
he could.
Yeah. What are your expectations for him at the Olympia?
I don't know, man. It's weird because when you were watching Quint do Tampa and Texas, we're like, man, if he gets qualified, I could see him in the top 10.
Mm.
And then he gets beat, and then he comes here and he gets beat by Urs, but I don't know if I feel the same way about Urs being in the top 10 mix for the Olympia.
Yeah, I think he's still just too small. And the back is just not,
It's the Yeah, it's really the back that
it's
I
gonna
think
hold
is
him back.
the issue there that's gonna hold him back.
Yeah.
I was really shocked with how much his arms looked better though, compared to when he was in classic. It's like those last 10 pounds he pulled off must have all come from his biceps
Yep.
to
That
make
was the
weight.
huge critique was his biceps just
Yeah.
looked, not
His
there.
triceps could still use a little more, but his biceps look freaking great.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know where I'd put him.
It's tough.
Like what does I know Mark did an initial Olympia prediction. I don't know if we wanna throw an Olympia prediction out so early. Um, but if he's not in the top 10, like, does he place?
I could
What's
see
the
him.
Olympia lineup look like? That's the
Yeah, I
question.
know. It's gonna be a stacked lineup. I could see him in the top 15 placing.
Mhm.
I just don't know about squeezing into the top, like, because who else would you have squeezing into the top 10? Let's just say your top 5, you already got, in no particular order, Samson, Hottie, Derek, Martin, uh, Nick, and then who do you got after that? I
Um,
mean, just to fill out the top 10, like I said, in no particular order, I'd have Akeem in the top 10,
yeah. Andrew.
Tonio,
Yep.
uh,
Jacked.
yeah, Andrew Jacked. Raphael's not doing it.
Yeah, he's out. Curry.
Um, yeah, Brandon Curry.
Yeah.
Uh,
What about
and
Rubiel?
I mean, Regan was top 10 last year.
Yeah, and that was a pretty full lineup.
Yeah. Um,
Is
I'm
Rubiel gonna
assuming
be like a
Beirut
wild
can't.
card?
I'm assuming Beirut isn't making it to America.
No, absolutely not. No.
um, I'd I'd probably put Jordan Hutchinson squeezing in there uh, before Urs.
Yeah. Yeah, Jordan's way more complete.
And then I'd probably have Brett coming in before Urs too.
I do like Brett. Yep. We haven't
And then
William Bonac.
I don't know what good Vito is gonna do. Oh yeah, I forgot about Bonac. Yeah,
Yeah, Bonac he's
Bonac's got to
still
be in the top
lethal.
10 for sure.
Uh-huh.
And Vito's kind of a wild card for me. I don't. He
Yeah.
could definitely be in there. So that's what I'm saying. I'm like top tens. That's a tough call.
I think the last time I heard people talk about it, um, Good Vito is really impressive by himself, but when he gets put in a lineup, it kinda loses his pop.
Yeah, I've never seen him in person, so just seeing pictures and videos, it's kind of hard to really say for sure.
Mm. I almost stopped the stream.
You could well do it.
I had my finger on it, and I was like, "That's not the right
Wrong
button."
button.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
yeah. I could see or squeezing a top 15 and placing, but I don't know about the top 10. That's
Yeah, this just looks crazy.
It does. Like his back lat is insane. His back double is just okay,
Yeah.
but his back lat is nuts. He's got some of that freak factor, you know? Like
Mhm.
there's a couple guys in there that I think are more complete and have better shape than him, but don't have that freak. Like he walks out like that, like that's just freaky looking, dude.
The legs are just we don't have legs like that in the open anymore now that Rami's not here.
Yeah, but even Rami, like I would say these are comparable, but with better detail,
Way better. Yep.
you know?
I want
Well,
to
you have
pause him.
Hassan Mustafa's getting ready for something. I saw his post the other day. He's getting ready for something. Speaking of giant
Hmm.
legs, I
Hmm.
don't know what he's doing, but
He needs to nail the conditioning.
yeah, but he looked good in his recent update. I don't know what show he's planning on. It was like go down a little. I think there was. I think he's hitting a like that one on the left. What does he say
Yeah.
there? It's almost showtime,
Okay.
but that's all he says. And then he hits. Look, wait till he hits that side shot. The detail on his leg. I think it's maybe is he gonna hit a side shot?
He's thinking about it. He just needs to bring conditioning. He's got
Yeah.
all the muscle he needs.
Oh, for sure, more than enough.
Hmm.
He obviously like not the prettiest shape, but craziest. Like he might be one of the most muscular people in the IFBB.
Yeah. Him and Rubiel on the same stage
Yeah,
would be cool.
that would be interesting. How tall is Rubio?
Oh, it can't be too tall.
Because Hassan's only like 5'7".
Yep. Yeah. Maybe an inch or two taller.
I'm curious what he's getting ready to do. I don't know because there's nothing. It's got to be something in Europe, I guess.
It'd be interesting if he was going to do Prague. That's going to be a
Him next to Keon.
uh-huh. Him and Krizo.
That's another interesting story. Keon
Oh my
jumping
God.
into the open.
Now, we're all very happy for this, right? Everyone is excited about Keon moving, or at least competing in the open.
Yeah, he's not
But
moving. He says
this doesn't mean he's moving to open, right?
no. He actually said he's not. He said he's going to do this open show after it, and then he will. Uh, Vito will never have a back. His back lat's insane. His back double could be better for sure.
Mm,
Um, yeah, Keon said he's moving. He's doing this one show, and then he's gonna go back into getting ready for next year's Olympia 212.
okay. Even if he wins.
Yeah,
Good.
that's what he
It,
says at least. But he also said this entire year he wasn't going to do an open show anytime soon.
very true.
So,
Yep. Got to
so
keep
maybe he
everyone
wins
on their
this and then
toes.
does the Arnold in open too.
I would
700,
be so happy.
750K, man. I wouldn't be able to turn that down.
Right. Right. How many weeks are between the Olympia and the Arnold?
Arnold's the first weekend of March.
Yeah. So that's like 5 months. That's a long time to coast.
Yeah, well, he'd have to.
Or would you come off and then go back on?
I'd say he'd come off for at least a month and get blood work done and see how he's, you know,
Okay.
'cause you don't have to sign the contract until closer to the show.
True. Is there anyone in the pro leagues right now that has this crazy of proportions,
I
or
don't think
maybe
so.
just like the most complete? I mean, there's people that look crazy, but they don't have the conditioning, or they don't have the full mass in every department.
Yeah, like he he's just bubbly and filled out everywhere.
Mhm.
I think he should, but I mean, at the same time, I would understand why he wouldn't do the Open Olympia. He could win the 212 for the next 10 years and just create a freaking dynasty like Flex Lewis did,
Mhm.
you know?
Right. And he's
But
probably getting money elsewhere. Like the
yeah,
Olympia is not his only income.
yeah, no, he's not making much from the Olympia at all. What he gets like 50 grand,
Yeah.
50 or 60 grand for winning that.
What if he just dominates the 212 Olympia and then goes into the Arnold Classic every year and open,
That's what I would do if I was
and
him.
just take money from second or third,
Yeah,
or
I was gonna say, even
maybe
if you don't
wins it?
win it, he's gonna be somewhere between first and fifth and get a good check every, you know?
100%.
Yeah.
I don't see why not.
No, I would definitely do that if I was him, but I also understand, but you got to think too. We're talking about, oh, but he's got that's another few months of
Yeah,
holding, but he only does one show a year. So is it really that hard? Because I mean, you got other people that are doing shows all year long, over and over. Look at
right.
Quint. Quint just keeps doing these shows and shows. Keon only has to prep for one show a year, so
Mm,
that's only one more show he'd have to jump into.
right. And they're pretty well spaced apart, so you can take the
He,
time and relax and then
yeah,
be
he can take
ready.
it, 4 to 6 weeks to kind of clean out and let his body rest after the Olympia. As long as he's going to hold his diet on track, he's going to keep training well. You know,
Mhm. Yeah, he's never really, like, off, and then when in the off season, he still has crazy proportions. He still
yeah.
looks good.
So yeah, I think that'd be awesome though. I would definitely
Mhm.
do that if I was in his position.
Yeah. What are your thoughts, Todd? You think you should, do the Arnold Classic and the Open?
I'd love to see it.
I think everyone would like to see it. It's just whether or not he can juggle that, does he do 2 shows?
Yeah,
Technically, he's
but
doing
then
2 shows.
I also understand, like, you know, he knows his body, his coach knows his body, and if that's not in line with his health, what's better to keep winning the 212 Olympia, just doing the one show every year for the
Mhm.
next 10 years, or, you know, risk ruining his health a little bit more by trying to push on to another couple shows, you know? I don't know. I think longevity is the way to go for sure because you're not only maybe you're not going to make the paycheck from the prize money right away, but when you look at Flex Lewis's career now, he wasn't making much at all from winning the 212 Olympia,
Right.
but he created such a career after competing and such a legacy for himself.
Mhm.
He's
Got
he's doing better financially than any bodybuilder competing right now.
right. Yeah, you think of, like, some of the guys that have won the Olympia in the last few years, I mean, who's on the same optic level as Flex Lewis?
Yeah,
Curry's not really doing too much. He's still competing, but I mean, he doesn't have like a multi-million dollar gym that I know of.
he's good at the
Um,
gym, but it's not
yeah,
like Flex's gym.
yeah. Um, Rami, I don't
Rami's
see a lot from Rami. I know he's doing stuff, but
he's good at fishing boats.
he's got his fishing boats. He's doing a lot of um, guest appearances and
And
that
I guess he still has that supplement company he started. It's just I think it probably does well over where he's at and like in the Middle East.
yeah, Red Rex or something like that.
Yeah, something.
Red Rex. Wow, what a good guess, Josh. Yeah. Yeah, maybe it does good over there. I don't know. It's like I'm not it's hard to get excited about supplement companies because I feel
Well,
like everyone has one.
But I've talked to people, like Dexter and uh, Kevin Legrone and stuff like that. And those supplement companies that they build off of their name do so well in other countries and not as well here. But in other countries, like in the, India, Middle East, Asia, like dude, their companies do so well in those places.
Hmm. Yeah, maybe they're on the shelves more, so they have an option to buy them. But I've never seen something like that available. I've never even tried to buy it. Todd. Um,
Yeah, yeah, I remember that. That was, everybody goes through things. I'm glad he is in the right spot, and I think not only finding what works for him and finally nailing it and getting confidence in himself, but also finding, his wife that has helped him. I think she helps him a lot mentally as well, not just with
absolutely.
prep and with training and stuff like that, but you know the mental focus and just keeping him positive and all that.
Hmm.
He's got
No,
a
it's
good group of
yeah,
people in his corner now.
yeah. Great to give him that mental stability. Jacoby, I don't know if it's the Jacoby, Tonio's coach, but chances for Urs. Chances for Urs for what? Winning Germany or winning what? The Olympia?
Yeah, for Germany or for placing in the Olympia?
Yeah. Germany, absolutely. I think if well, then you got to think, Jason, is it bodybuilding politics? Like, do they give the
I know.
qualification to Quinton? Because
I've
that
got
is
my
the business
fingers
move.
crossed that Quint pulls this one off. I really
Or,
want
or
Quint.
maybe Quinton just shows up better. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Maybe it's actually like a
I
ethical
think
choice.
Quint's biggest thing is he's got to find the balance between coming in like peeled to the bone, hard and dry,
Yep.
and coming in full. And like Texas, he tried to come in much fuller, and it wasn't quite sharp enough.
Yeah.
And then in Italy, he came in hard as nails, freaking dry as a bone. And then you're standing next to someone that came in blasting full,
Yeah.
you know? So he's just, if he can find balance there and come in with that dryness, but a little fuller, it could be a different story in Germany.
Mm, no. But for Jacoby, he could win Germany. I think either first or second. It all comes down to how Quinton shows up. And for the Olympia, we're very hesitant to put him in the top 10. I think he could
I'm
be
not saying
top
it's
15.
impossible,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think he'll be top. I think he'll place. He'll be in the top 15. But there's so many, not only so many returning people that are like almost, you could say, locked in for that top six or so, top six, top seven. But then you have so many new guys showing up that are like just really good.
Hmm.
Hutchinson, Brett, just, Vito, just like so many guys that we don't really know where they're going to go, where they're going to place.
Yes. Yes.
Top
Completely
10 is
agree.
going to be a tough, tough thing to pull off at the Olympia this year.
Yeah. Yeah. You've got about 13 guys that could be in the top 10.
Yeah, it
And then you
really
throw
depends on
Urs
who
in,
shows
and
up
you're
that.
like,
Yeah, like Brett. Brett could be 7th, or he could be 12th.
yep. Yeah. Very wide range for him.
Yeah.
Mm.
So,
Todd
and I think
Todd brings up a good point here.
oh yeah,
He says, remember that Urs got a perfect score, and if you look at that scorecard, everybody got a perfect score because it's
yeah,
not a real scorecard.
I hate when I see that because I'm like, there's no way every single judge agreed on every single placing.
Yeah, how
That
stupid do you think we are?
frustrates me.
Yeah, I I know we shouldn't critique the judges too much, especially you being a competing pro, but it's very frustrating to see that
I
and
don't
just
even
be like,
care. It's
come on, guys,
how
like,
often do
it's
you
not
see
even.
that? How often do you see that in the States though?
Oh, that's very true. Yeah. Europe gets a little loosey goosey. China, the wild, wild west,
Yeah,
no rules.
yeah. So, which I understand, not all the judges were, from Europe. I think the head judge was American, I think.
Mm,
But like still, you don't see perfect scores for everybody on every placing.
yeah. Zero
Like
question on any placings. Like,
yeah.
no one improved. I mean, there was a very
Especially the
short
way they
time
moved them around during prejudging.
they moved everyone in the first
Like they
call
were
out.
moving it, so it's not like the head judge had this guy in center the entire time and never moved. And so everyone's just like, okay, well, we're obviously giving this guy first. Like he moved everyone around so much that every judge had their chance to make their own opinion.
Right. Literally, because you're moving people right in front of the judge so they get to see a
Yeah.
perfect shot. It's not just getting them in the center, but it's moving them around so all the judges get a front on shot. Very
Yeah.
true. Yep. Yeah. A weird show. I don't like
Yeah.
to see it. Did you get any responses from the question and answers?
Well, I didn't have it on. You didn't.
Oh,
You
did I
just
not
tagged
collab
me
you
in
on
it.
it?
You didn't put me as a collaborator.
Oh my God. Of course.
So it's
I
all
did
on
on the
your.
fly at work. It's all on my community. Oh God. Let's see what we got. We got 3 questions. Gary Drink H2O
Mhm.
asks favorite Meadows program, like John
I've
Meadows.
I've watched a million of John Meadows training videos, but I don't like know the specifics on each of his programs.
Yeah, no,
So
not at all.
like I've watched a ton of his workout videos and like how to do certain things, how he likes to do things, but I don't know the exact program, so I can't really say
Yeah,
on that.
yeah. But, I know like the Meadows row. I really enjoyed having that like knee support and pulling from the T bar is enjoyable. Um,
I've kind of
outside of, yeah, I
I've
don't know.
picked pieces up from a ton of very intelligent people and just kind of made my own style of training. So, you know,
Yeah, I would agree. I don't have a particular favorite program from him as well. Uh, Actually, Gary has 3 questions. Second question, favorite kitchen tool?
air fryer.
Air fryer. Specific brand or just, whoever pays you?
Nobody pays me. Uh,
Yeah.
I have a Ninja.
Ninja, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I hear. And
that's
you
a
got the Ninja smoothie too, right?
yeah, and the blender. Yeah, so Ninja air fryer, Ninja blender.
Mm.
I've got a Ninja waffle maker. I
Whoa.
don't use it very often though, just because I'm too impatient to wait for waffles.
Well, also, you have perfected the Broku loaf, so
I
why
know, but
wouldn't you
I'll
just
use
have a
the
Broku
same. I'll
loaf?
use the same mix and make waffles. Sometimes it's just a different texture, a different way of cooking
Yeah.
things. You know,
Yep.
like because I can use that same mix for the broku loaf to make pancakes too.
Mm.
So
Ooh,
sometimes just
pancakes would be
making
good.
things a little different way is just a fun way to switch up your diet. Just like if
Yes.
you get sick of, you know, air fried chicken, I'll throw it on the grill and
Yep.
or I'll bake it or, just cooking chicken at different ways, just can change up the diet so much.
Yeah. Yeah, the difference between like searing something on the skillet versus taking it out and doing it on a propane grill,
Yeah.
it really does help a lot.
Yeah. Big time.
Um, let's grab a question from the chat. Jacoby asks opinions on PEDs in the USA. Um, does it really matter where it's at? I mean, if you're an adult and you have a
I
goal
mean,
and you want to push it to that next level, um,
what about them in the USA? Like the availability of them, like, or
the,
the quality of them?
or like the ethics behind it, or uh, very broad question.
Yeah. I mean, if he's asking about like the availability or the quality of it, like I think it's pretty easily accessible for most people. And the quality, I mean, I feel like it's all coming from freaking India or China.
Mm,
So
yeah, it's not
for the
really like
most,
pharma
even if you
grade
get it from
anymore.
South America, it got the powders from India or China.
Mm,
So like, I don't know. I do still recommend that, certain things you should always test, you know,
mm,
get a testing kit. Like, if I have any of my female clients use certain things, I'll always tell them to test it to make sure it is what they actually are supposed to be using. For us, if we order, you know, Primo and it's fake and it's actually test sip in the bottle, it's not going to affect us that negatively. Okay, we're going to get a little extra test. But if
mm.
a girl thinks she's taking Primo and it's actually test in the bottle, she can have some issues.
Oh yeah,
So I definitely always make sure. I even try to test most of my stuff, but I trust the guy I get it from. But that doesn't mean that where he got it from didn't screw something up.
right. Mistakes happen.
Yeah.
Mm. There was one more question. Todd, we'll get to your question in a second. Um, Gary asked one more question. Um, a training question. 3 tips to cue chest prior to push movements. 3 tips to cue chest prior to push movements?
I I mean, the best thing I could say would just be to kind of, arch your chest out, retract your scapula, and press from the lats,
Mm,
you know? Like that's going to take your shoulders out of it by pressing instead of I see way too many usually newer people in the gym that want to keep their shoulder elbows up here and press here. And that's going to be like all shoulder. So if you tuck those elbows into the lats and press through the chest, you're taking those shoulders out of it a lot more, and you're going to get a lot more strength out of it because you're pressing through the lats into the chest rather than out of the shoulders.
mm, yeah, definitely
But
tucking. I always heard tucking the elbows, but pushing with the lats, that's an interesting cue.
well, you got to remember too. I train at a powerlifting gym when I'm not training in my garage, so like they're all pros when it comes to getting the most out of your pressing motions.
Hmm.
So I've gotten a lot of tips from all the professional powerlifters in there too.
That's a secret superpower that most people don't have. Huh. Uh,
Personally, it's
question.
hard for me to give advice sometimes like that because I've never had trouble connecting with my chest.
Oh, well,
So
I do. Yeah. I have a hard time connecting with anything. Well, legs are good. I can really shock the legs, but like back training, chest, all that stuff sucks now. Everything hurts.
you just got
But
to come out
yeah,
and train in the garage for a week or two.
probably, yeah. I was talking with Jared Feathers, and he was saying to come out to Las Vegas and train with him and Dr. Mike. And he's like,
Yeah.
we could pick you apart and we could do like a whole video series and everything. I'm like, well, I don't think I'm that famous where you'd want to do that. But if you want to bring me out and harass me and tell me I'm terrible, like that's fine too.
Hey, you'd learn a lot and you'd have fun. They're you know
Yeah,
comedic people.
they are. Yeah, yeah. I've known Jared for many years. So cool guy. But yeah, it would be really nice to just fix the training. Um, right now, I'm just trying to get the body fat down. Just lean
Yeah.
out, get my blood tests done when I get to Texas, like within the first week or two, and then see where we're at. Well, very excited. Thoughts on Brandon Harding? He's like a
I feel,
YouTuber, right?
yeah, just he's I guess is he doing Germany?
Oh, I don't know. Take a look at him and see if he's in shape.
He's classic physique. He
Yeah,
looks
yeah, yeah.
shredded, but he looks a little too small in my but I don't know. He looks peeled though in his most recent pictures. I don't know
Mm.
where I saw it, but maybe
Oh yeah,
Bodybuilders or somebody who shared it.
must have. Yeah, because I definitely saw this picture.
Yeah,
Pull it
one
up.
of those pages shared it because I remember seeing it just recently.
Yep. 5 days out from pro debut in Germany. Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, he's definitely in shape. I
Oh
just
yeah.
maybe he'll have the size if he fills out properly because
Yeah,
he's
but those
obviously very
legs.
flat here. The legs look good from the front, but from the back they look pretty thin.
Yep. Yeah. Unless he can fix the posing to make him look
But
bigger.
he also looks very flat. So maybe I don't know if he is close to his weight limit and he's having to suck down to make weight and then hope he can fill out.
Mm, good point. But yeah, a good look. I like it. He's got a
I'll
wicked
give him
looking.
props just for the fact that, a lot of these influencers and YouTubers, they don't need to get on stage.
Yeah,
So the fact that he's still pushing himself to get in shape, to get to compete and has the passion to actually compete when he doesn't really need to, give him props for that.
absolutely. Yeah, and he's like famous. So he,
I
he
don't know
really
who's
doesn't.
doing classic physique at this show though, so I know nothing to compare him to as far as who else is competing.
Oh yeah, no
Did
idea.
Bodybuilders Without Borders post the list for classic as well?
I know he said. Let me pull up the lineup. I can see the lineup for the 212, which is very light.
Yeah.
Um,
Wonder wonder if there's any decent names like doing the classic.
oh, here we go. All right, last. He's super
I,
underweight cap, is what Todd says.
oh, really?
Yeah,
Well,
so he could fill up
he
then.
looks like he needs to start carving up right now. Then
Yes. So here's classic. Dan from Bodybuilders Without Borders says Valentino Petrov. I thought he was oh yeah, so he's Valentine's classic.
he's already
Um,
qualified.
yep, yep. And then pro debuts from Brandon Harding. Outside of that,
What does Valentine Petrov look like?
oof, I know I liked him last time I saw him, but I thought he went 212. But I guess he's coming back.
Yeah, some of us do that.
Yeah, this is true.
I mean, he's definitely, I would say, has the size over
Oh yeah,
Harding. Although I hate these mirror shots. They're so
yeah.
misleading.
How so?
Dude, people look twice the size in mirror shots.
Oh really?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. They're so misleading.
must be why I always do them.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, he looks nice. It's a good look.
that can be interesting.
Yeah, he could definitely be a bodybuilder. So many of these guys could
Yeah,
just take one off season and just grow.
yeah, he's probably pretty close to his weight cap.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how some of these people make the weight.
No. No idea.
You see Summerfield's he's been putting up the YouTube series now that he's out of Vegas and training with his coach
Oh,
with
good.
Neil Hill. Dude, I watched his most recent YouTube video and just him sitting there talking, his face is so sunken in. Like
Really.
sickly looking sunken in. It's crazy.
See if we can find it.
Like it was yeah, he's doing a whole series out there while he's training with Neil and stuff. But he's definitely gonna be in shape just by looking at his you can see but just by looking at his face, he's gonna be peeled. He's gonna look crazy.
Yeah. Let's pull up the old YouTube and see what we got here. Shout out to Mike Sommerfeld on YouTube. Make sure you guys subscribe. Yeah, you can see it in the cheeks right there.
Dude.
Like, get to the fun
Yeah, I think
exercise.
it might have been the video before this where because these raw series are just straight up training videos. And then it was the vlog before this, I think, that I watched where he's just sitting there talking and his face just looks so sunken in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I haven't watched this one.
Yeah, he looks freaky.
He's another one. I just don't know how he makes weight. I mean, obviously he gets peeled to the bone, but
Yeah, he
he's
looks like a
short too.
bodybuilder. He's got to be short. Yeah, absolutely.
5'6", 5'7", something like
Maybe.
that.
Well, I guess he probably can't get shorter than that because you kind of tell bodies are built different.
I think his weight limit's in the 190s or something, isn't it?
Mm, I really don't know. I don't follow Classic that much. Once I get to Texas, I'll print off all the weight caps and put them on the wall
So,
with
yeah, just
big
Lance
big
Benny.
posters and stuff. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have a whole like shed. I'm gonna convert into an office, and it's just gonna be nothing but bodybuilding.
Crazy shape though.
Oh yeah, Yeah, I don't know who's gonna be able to compete with him outside of, Terrence and I mean, maybe Ramon,
If
but
Ramon nails it, like Ramon was off last year,
yes,
but
very.
if Ramon's on, I think he can compete.
Mm.
And I would say, yeah, honestly, I agree. I love Terrence. I love his physique.
Oh, yeah.
I,
Yep.
you know, and he's just like, I don't know Mike personally. I've known Terrence for a few years, and he's just one of the nicest guys ever.
Yeah. Terrence is phenomenal. I've been watching him ever since he was in the Air Force.
Yeah. Like Mike, everything I've seen from him, he seems like a super genuine, super nice guy. I just don't personally know him. Yeah, I mean, this is like 5 weeks out.
Wow.
He just punched Neil in the face.
Neil didn't even flinch. He was just like, "Yes."
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. I think this wins.
Look at that face, dude.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Real sunken in.
oh yeah.
And you can tell, like, he's not hiding anything. His physique is just it's there to watch. It's
But
amazing.
Terrence's most recent update, he had like a back shot or something like that. Looked pretty insane too.
Terrence always looks insane, though.
It's gonna be the whole Olympia is gonna be a good show.
Oh, yeah.
Besides the like 17 divisions we don't need.
Yeah, and they just keep adding to it,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, how many fit model girls are gonna be on the Olympia stage this year?
God, I hope not very many. I mean, how
And
long's
then you
the division hasn't been out that long.
and then you've got like 70 bikini girls and
Over 100, I thought.
is there?
Yeah, I thought it was, like, over
I
100.
was just joking with 70. Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad
Yeah.
the rules are changing next year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Look at that. And it'll be interesting because they're both shorter guys.
True. So height's not gonna be an advantage.
Yeah, it's not like you have one of them standing next to Bumstead now.
Yeah, I see Mike as kinda just a step above this. Just, like just freaky big somehow.
But it's classic. It's not
True.
bodybuilding.
So this could actually win then.
I
This
guess
could
we'll find
definitely
out.
win.
I definitely think it's gonna be a tough battle.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're gonna run run them through the rounds for sure.
Yeah. And then I figure you'll have Ramon Dino in there. And who else would you have in the top? First call outs.
I don't even know who's qualified. I know who I'd like to see place well is Justin Botterina because he's
Yeah,
got a
I do
freaky
like
look.
his physique. If he can nail the conditioning and just nail everything, yeah, I like
Yeah,
his physique.
'cause he's peaked perfectly once. So if he
That's
could
just his
just do
guest posting. He looks massive in his guest posting.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, if he can nail it, he's got that like Bumstead looking physique.
exactly. Yep. Very marketable, very social, very intelligent. Yeah, he has all the qualities of what, the Olympia would want to market as their champion.
Yeah.
Alright, Todd's heading off to bed,
I'm
and
right
we're
behind you,
just
bro. I'm
yeah, we're
right
just
behind
at the hour mark, so we're gonna wrap up as well. Todd, you're a legend. Thank you for stopping in and watching the live stream the whole time, man.
Appreciate
Also
you, man.
shout out to Jacoby, he also threw in quite a bit of questions. So, make sure you guys tune in next week at 5:30 Pacific Standard Time for another episode of Bodybuilding and Friends with your host, Jason Lowe, here on the Bodybuilding News
All right.
Network.
And good night.
Yeah, and good night.
Yeah.
We will see you guys next week. Thanks for watching. Yeah.